And you've been wanting to talk wrestling for a while. Yes, right there, man. So when are we gonna see you transition, come over, have some fun with us in the the wrestling industry? I prefer you in the WWE, but you can go wherever you would like.
Sure. I will say this: I have talked to certain dwarf wrestlers who may look exactly like me.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Does that narrow it down to anybody?
Nope, I still don't know. You see it?
All right.
Okay, all right. Just
you're one of a kind, man. What you talking about?
Absolutely, brother.
You're one of a kind spirit.
Now looks more like AJ Styles than me. He grew out his hair, and now he looks like AJ. But I've talked to him about possibly doing something. Listen, I've been a mark my whole life, man. I've loved it. And if anyone wants me to do anything, I don't care. If you want me to do a match, all right, I'll figure it out. I've actually had one professional match, I would say. Ooh. I've had one match, and I'll tell you the story. So I did one day of wrestling training, just because I thought it'd be really fun to do. And as anyone will tell you, after the first day of wrestling training, ouch.
Your body is done.
Holy crap. Just bruises from the ropes, legs couldn't move, back from all the bumps. Was just like, oh my God, that's what these guys and girls do. But the person who ran the school had a show at a county fair like 2 months later, and their dwarf wrestler, or the mini as they called him, the mini didn't show up. One of their minis didn't show up. They're like, we need a mini. And the guy's like, I have one guy who's had one lesson. So they called me and I got called in. And this was actually a card. Rikishi was on the card.
Ooh.
Mark Jindrak was on the card. And the wrestler, he only lasted about a week. He had a weird name, white hair. Oh God, I can't remember. Mordecai. Yes.
Yeah. Kevin Thorne.
Kevin Thorne was on the card. Yeah, Mordecai, that gimmick. Woo. Anyway, but
man,
dude, he did his best. He did his darndest.
Undertaker's son, man. That was gonna be Undertaker's son. That was
the light versus the dark. I was like, I'm waiting for this.
Kane's step cousin.
So yeah, they called me up and they said, "You want to do a match?" And I was like, "Absolutely, I want to do a match." And my opponent was a Mexican mini who did not speak any English, but his name translated to English is the Psychotic Clown. And thankfully he was really good. And through another wrestler who knew Spanish and English, we kind of talked back and forth. He made me look really fucking good. He was the heel, I was the face. I went over, and I mean, I hit a Hurricane Rana. I don't know how to do a Hurricane Rana. It was one of the sidewalk slam Hurricane Ranas.
Oh, the scissors, head scissors, flying head scissors.
So like, he got me up, and he's like, "Just throw your legs up. I'll do the rest." And I'm like, "All right." So I did it, and dude, the only thing that went wrong in the match was I did a suicide dive to the outside, and I know I was going for it, man. I watched way too much ECW back in the day.
Yeah, bro. In my training days, we weren't even allowed to leave the ring until like 2 months, 2-3 months.
Yeah,
you could do that.
One lesson. Suicide dive.
So I have to ask you this question because the first time I hear people have their first wrestling match is funny because I always talk to wrestlers about this experience. So the first time you watch a wrestler your whole life and you go through that curtain, you're the baby face, and you say, "Come on, yeah,
come on, baby,
yeah,
baby." Generic entrance wrestler number 18.
You have like somebody know you. You're like,
yeah, dude. I remember my name too. My name was Half Pint.
Creative.
Yo. Trademark that right now because I'm stealing it.
Trademark it.
Steal it. Do it. But yeah, I hit the suicide dive, but I had too much adrenaline going. So the dude like backed up. He's like, oh, he's going too far. So he backs up, he catches me, and then my momentum carries him over. So he ends up dropping me, and my head hits off the steel guardrail, just boom. And at the time, no big deal. When I woke up the next morning, just cartoon Wile E. Coyote lump on the head. And my head is already big enough, so you can imagine what that looked like.
Like, sir, are you okay?
But the match went well. I won with a sunset flip, and it was absolutely incredible. So if WWE, if any other company wants to call me up and have me do something, I'm more than happy to do something. I mean, between Alexa Bliss, between a few other wrestlers, they've come out to my shows. I'm coming after Ron Funches as wrestling's favorite comedian. I'm coming for you, Ron.
Oh,
yep.
Let's
him.
get it.
I think Gabriel Iglesias is in that mix too.
Oh yeah,
he's come to the Lucha Undergrounds a couple times. I met him there.
Brad's like,
maybe that's what we do. Maybe it's me, Ron, and Gabriel in a triple threat match, and that'll show the world how good you wrestlers actually are when it's me, Ron, and Gabriel in a match together.